Good morning, welcome back to Casa TexPina. We're on build day number 102 this morning. It's Tuesday. Beautiful sunny morning out today. From my quick walk around the site this morning, I've gathered so far that we're doing plaster coating in about 3 different locations. We're continuing to work on the staircase. The welders have moved to the western wall of the master bedroom. It looks like they're trying to work out that first time that they're doing the hidden gutter system on the outside of the wall. So they're working through that with the engineer's directions from yesterday afternoon. So we'll keep an eye on that as it goes through today. They're also moving fill material and getting stuff out of the way so that they can start continuing going down the eastern side, the northern side of the building for the fence line. On the southern side of the fence line, they're pouring the column that they formed yesterday. So that's the one back there at the end, just before we go into the bunkhouse. So they're continuing to work on that today. I believe that's where most everybody's at. I haven't been upstairs yet to see what those guys are doing. So as we get walking around, and I'll show you where everybody's at, let's get started. All right, so starting on the front of the building here, Mr. Edmund, our bodeguero, is moving some of the fill material that came out of the trench back into the trench area. Okay, let's go ahead and continue to walk through the building, see where everybody's at today. Looks like we're getting a little bit of plaster coating inside the utility room. We're getting some more plaster coating inside of the dirty kitchen. We're also getting plaster coating in the dining room. There in the dining room. And the last one plaster coating is Mr. Jericho back here in the master's bath water closet. So that's where Mr. Jericho's at. That's all the plaster coat operations. Up here on the front of the building, the welders are continuing on as well with putting the purlins in place on the eastern face of the building. And here Mr. Romy is making forms for the stairs, which are moving along quite well. Okay, so these are where those are coming in at, and those forms are making the tops of the staircase, each step. Okay, Alex, makilabos. Thank you. Just want to tell him I'm passing through. Thank you, sir. Okay, coming up, see what's going on upstairs. Okay, morning. Look like we're getting ready to continue with some mortar. The half bath top of the wall seems to be just about complete. They should be getting ready to put on a top beam. And then over here on this side, my 2 carpenters are being metal guys today, and they're bending all the rebar into place where it needs to go for the top of this sloped roof. Okay, yes, and we do have still the welders here in the back starting to fabricate the beginnings of the gutter system. This is looks like Mr. Charlo. Oh no, this is Mr. Lito one of the welders, and the welder foreman is down here with the blue shirt hanging over his shoulder. That's Mr. Dande. So they're keeping an eye on this, make sure everything's in the right spot, and they work hand in hand with the tinsmith that will be actually constructing the roof decking and the gutter system. Mr. Lito over here has switched from doing the test fit for the hidden gutter to now he's helping out the other guys. He's doing the extensions or the joinings of the purlins together that they're using to put on the eastern face. We'll take a look at that here in a moment. We got a lot of guys doing plaster coat today. Mr. Ben here in the utility room doing plaster coat here. Mr. Anjo was doing plaster coat here. Oh, there he is. He's up on top doing the smoothing. And then in plaster coating as well is Mr. Joel over here in the dining room, and Mr. Jericho back here in the master bath water closet area. Okay, that's where all the plaster coat operations are going. Mr. Romy is still building forms for the staircases, and that's coming along pretty well. Looking from underneath, they are connecting the purlins all along the eastern face of the building, and they're continuing that. Mr. Alex is working the staircase. So he's up here. What he's doing is putting in the forms. Okay, that's where most people are at. There are 2 crews upstairs in the media room. One crew is connecting the bond beams to the columns, and then over on the other side here, the half bath that's up in the media room, they're starting to place the hollow block on either side of the door frame. All right. Wanted to start off this afternoon, post lunch, showing you guys what this support bracket is going to look like. So, as you can see, we're coming off of the top off of purlin. We are on the outside edge of the wall. The purlin's this bracket's going to come down. This is approximately 19 inches. The width here on the bottom is 16, and this little short section here will be eventually over 12. Right now it looks like it's possibly 12 from the top all the way to the bottom, but I don't think that's where the mark was supposed to be. But it is in line so that it is in the plane from the top of the bracket up to where it connects underneath the purlin above it. So this is the test fit for the bracket that the engineer was showing yesterday on the wall. This is the first test fit of it. They were just trying to see what it was going to look like, I believe. All right. So walking around the rest of this afternoon, plaster coating positions. Ben and Mr. Jerome over here doing the plaster coat in the utility room, still continuing. Good batch of mortar ready to go. As you can see, the welders are still putting purlins up in place. I'll show you that here momentarily when we get around to the front of the building. Pardon me. Here in the dirty kitchen, Mr. Anjo is still working plaster coat. He's finished with the wall back here behind the oven, and the next one will be this wall here as soon as you come in. He's working on that. Let's go ahead and take a walk inside. I believe the next place that somebody was actually doing plaster coat, we've got Mr. Joel And another location. Mr. Jericho's still in the toilet. How's it coming? Rough finish? Yeah. Okay. Hello. Oh, looking good. You move quick. Deep lunges, deep lunges. All right, so we're still working, putting hollow block in for the door space going into the media room half bath. Pop my way out of the top here. As you can see, they're putting in the purlins, pulling them up from down onto the ground level, coming up the side. They're going all the way across the top edge. Mr. Charlin's going to hand it and slide it down to Mr. Joseph over here, and they're going to put those purlins in place in the right locations. We'll go downstairs and take a look and show you what that looks like from below. All right, now looking at the front, the east facing roof line from across the street. As you can see, almost all the purlins on the east face are in place. He's working on the top one up there, be just before the ridge. They've already made the corner. They made the corner right here where the hip joint comes out, where the hip roof comes out. They've already made that connection back to the main roof. They do still need to do the lower purlins down here at the end, and they'll do that when they get ready to go around and start putting in the support brackets that I just showed you on for the hidden gutter system. Well, looks like I got the drone footage done just in time. It was actually raining on me as I was bringing the drone back down. It has started raining. Looks like it's going to be for a little bit. as the skies look very dark back over towards the southwest, and I believe that's the way the rain is coming. So we'll see how things turn out. If we're able to get back to work, I'll show you the rest. If not, this will be the the ending of the video. All right, the rain's let up a little bit. Guys are back to work. Let's do a last minute walk around here. It is about 4:15, so these guys should be wrapping up here shortly. About another 30 to 45 minutes. Working on some good finishing on the plaster coat in the utility room. Same thing here in the dirty kitchen. Also smoothing out the edge here for the edge of the dining room, and the other plaster coater with Mr. Jericho back here in the master bath, which is now quite the ocean. So this is the point of having the wet area of the house be sunken a little bit more. If there's a water leak, it doesn't go out into the rest of the rooms. It stays here. So Mr. Jericho's still working the plaster coat in there. Looks like he's getting ready to start on the other wall, and we're going to head on out, go check another location. The welders have already left for the day. They got rained out, too wet for them to be taking the electrical hazard risk of using their welding equipment. Let's see if I can take a peek and see what the staircase looks like. I think Miss Emie's trying to climb the stairs. Yep, there's Miss Emie trying to climb the stairs. She's being a brave soul today. Come on, Miss Emie, give it a shot. All the way up, one step at a time. Mr. Alex has done a good job with those rebars. They're tied up pretty well. Okay.
Hey, Alex, I made it.
All right, let's go see what the.
Can this heavy guy make it?
Yep, sure can.
Uh-oh, don't step on those.
No, they're not put into place just yet.
Nope.
All right. Yeah, we're cruising. You only got, what, 3 more steps? 3 more steps and we'll be up to the top. Looking good. Yabba dabba do time. That means it's time for the guys to start putting tools away and get ready to go home. They did actually get able to get back to work a little bit after the rainstorm came through. It did rain out the welders though. Poor guys. Kind of hard to do electrical welding in the rain. So actually before they got rained out, they actually turned the corner here and started working on the northern side of putting the purlins in place. They'll be back tomorrow and continuing to work. Off camera, I did have the solar hot water heater company come out, and they talked with the welders to make sure that the location where the solar hot water heater is going has the proper support to be able to hold that water tank up in place. I'll definitely show you that once that starts getting ready to be put in, but that is something we're looking several weeks away. The solar hot water heater guys do not want to come back out again until the actual roof material is already on. So it'll look similar to this before they come back. All right, everybody else on the site today. Plaster coating done in several locations. Even after the rain, they continued with the plaster coat. Had some more work done upstairs with hollow block and some of the top bond beams getting put into place and fabricated. If y'all like today's video, please give us a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of these videos, hit the Casa TexPina star right over here on the left-hand side. For me, left-hand side, right-hand side for you. If you'd like to see more of these videos, hit the bell icon just below the view screen and you'll be notified of our next upload for your viewing pleasure. And until we see you again tomorrow, weather permitting, weather permitting, we'll see you again tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel, and have a great afternoon and God bless. Thank you for watching. If you liked today's video, please hit like, subscribe, and hit the little bell icon to be notified when our next video becomes available.